I think using fresh pickle, well, they're not fresh pickles, but you're using the pickles out of the jar to make your own relish. It makes a huge difference.
You're not even necessarily making your own relish. You're just using pickles. Good old fashioned pickle. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are you peeling these potatoes?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the ends off of the potatoes, I'm gonna peel them, and I'm gonna save the ends and the peels for potato skins later. And they have to be saved in cold water.
The cut potatoes.
Yeah, all potatoes after you cut them. So this is the best way for me. I feel like I have more control. I could definitely use a potato peeler.
But you're gonna use them for potato skins anyways. So
Right. Once I get these all cut, I'll decide if I need more potatoes.
Potato skins, potato salad, potato, mom.
Well done. Cold water onto the stove. I'm gonna turn it up really high. Once it starts to boil, I'm gonna make sure the sushi rice is done.
How long do these boil for?
So once it starts coming up like this, you want to make sure that it doesn't hard boil. So you need to find a balance where you pull the heat back and the water is just barely breaking the surface.
So, in other words, a simmer.
So the reason you only want to simmer instead of a hard boil, because what happens is the potatoes start to absorb more of the water than you want them to when they're boiling really fast. If it's a simmer, you're controlling how much water is absorbed. That's why sometimes when you boil potatoes, they start to fall apart and they turn mushy, but this will keep that from happening.
Pro tip.
Pro tip.
To cool?
Yes. So they cool off. It looks like I need more potatoes, but this will be fine.
We don't need to make a whole bunch.
No. This is one of the few recipes I did write down the other day. You'd be proud of me because
You wrote it down?
I wrote it down.
Pickles.
Pickles, cutting pickles. So I like dill pickles and sweet pickles. And one of the reasons I'd like to just do fresh cut pickles as opposed to relish, it just has a much more unique and homemade taste. I think that the jarred pickled relish is good, but this is better and it's less, I think it's less sugar. Maybe not.
They're going in a bowl, and everything's just gonna get mixed together in one bowl, right?
Like it should be for potato salad. So I like to use a mix of vegan sour cream and vegan mayonnaise, and I'm trying to go with like a half a cup of each, but we'll see. It may need some adjustments. And you know, I'm eyeballing what a half a cup is. That might be more, but that's okay. Yeah, go ahead and dump that in.
All of this, right?
No. What are we missing? Potatoes. Okay, so this is our lovely spice blend, and I'm gonna add some salt to it too. This is a more sophisticated way of adding mustard to your potato salad.
Yes.
Yes. We're gonna give it a good stir, get it nice and coated, and then we're gonna let it chill out in the refrigerator for at least an hour. But before we do that, we have to taste it to make sure it doesn't need anything else.
I think that's great.
You think it needs any more mustard?
Mm-hmm.
No? Leave it?
Leave it.
A little bit more mustard.
It needs more acidity.
You and your acidity.
You and your lemons.
Should we just put a splash of vinegar in it? I don't think it needs it. I think
No, it's okay.
the vinegar comes from the pickles, so I
And
think we're all
they'll sit
set. And they're
for a
gonna
while.
sit, yeah. All right. All right.
It's a lot better once it's sat with the vinegar.
I mean, even just letting it sit for an hour makes a huge difference. In the refrigerator, of course.
Not in the sun.
No, not in the sun. Nope.
This is delicious.
It's so summertime to me. It just reminds me of the perfect summer salad.
I really do feel like the pickle is kind of refreshing.
I think using fresh pickle, well, they're not fresh pickles, but you're using the pickles out of the jar to make your own relish. It makes a huge difference.
You're not even necessarily making your own relish. You're just using pickles. Good old fashioned pickle.
They are though. This needs a hot dog with it. Field Roast has the best frankfurters and I use them all the time for my hot dogs.
Gen Z calls them glizzies.
What's a glizzy?
I have no idea.
Calls what? Vegan hot dogs or?
Hot dogs in general. I don't know why. If anyone wants to tell me, I'm technically Gen Z / kind of a millennial. I don't understand it. It's hilarious.
Say it again?
Glizzy.
Glizzy. That's a good potato salad. That's a good standard. And that's what I like about the dry mustard spice.
Instead of the mustard condiment, you mean?
Yes.
I wouldn't say liquid mustard. That sounds great. The amorphic solid mustard.
I do like roasting spices and grinding them up. I think it makes them come to life. I think the potatoes were almost overcooked. We got sidetracked.
You think so?
I do. I think it's hard to film and cook. This is not easy. So
it really isn't.
It's not easy, and that's why not everybody does it, because it's not easy to film and cook and record and edit. We're not complaining. We're just keeping it real. So
keep it real.
Keeping it real. We did a good job providing a perfect summer salad, classic summer salad.
Be good all the way up until Labor Day? What's at the end of
I
it?
think all year long.
This would be great Christmas time salad.
It would be, because this is one of those things where people don't think about it being a vegan item.
Right.
People don't think
That's
about
true.
vegan mayonnaise. People don't think about vegan sour cream. But we're here to tell you, it's a good thing.
Well, and it's not even, I mean, even 4 years ago, 5 years ago, there would be some options, but it would be like 1 or 2 and they would just taste bad. They got it figured out for the most part. Something like mayo is very easy. Something like sour cream or butter replacement is very easy.
Yeah.
Cheese now too, I feel like, has gotten to the point where...
I think the cheese market, the vegan cheese market, is going to continue to grow and become far more sophisticated and exciting. I think there's a lot down the road. Let us know what you want to see us cook.
And remember, our next video is only a click away.
Yeah, because you could watch the next one right here.
Or